And say what you want about Giuliani, who now is batshit crazy.
What happened with him?
I don't know. I think
something blew a fuse. He's not respectable anymore.
He's like some kind of, well, he aligned himself with Trump, so that immediately gets you put into a category. But he's also a little, I think he's got some dementia going on. Like, he just doesn't seem right.
You know what it is? Lost his comb over.
He had a comb over for what is that like? What's his name?
He gave
with
up on the comb over, and he realized, oh my God, I'm fucking crazy.
Samson's hair. It's like that. He lost the last wisps, those last wisps of comb over.
Yeah.
That he had during 9/11
going on.
Yeah. He was at one point, after 9/11, they called 9/10/2001. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
No one liked Giuliani.
Yeah.
He ruined New York. He ruined it by commercializing it, cleaning up all the porn theaters, getting rid of the tunnel bunnies and the squeegee guys. Like, he went on a tear. Just gave the police department carte blanche to start racking head and taking care of business. It cleaned up New York. Times Square turned into a Disney-type atmosphere instead of that drug-addled fucking mess that it was. And people hated him for kind of ruining that gritty New York that we saw in Taxi Driver and shit. And then 9/11, he was America's mayor. That's what they called him. Yeah. America's mayor. He's going out of Yankee games and ovations and people. He's standing with the there he is, his comb over.
He looks like a crazy person on the right.
Yeah.
He just totally shaved his head. If I talk to him, I say, listen, bro, there's a lot of power in just shaving your head.
Just shave that head, motherfucker.
Yeah, you feel good. You feel like a guy who has like hair on the side of his head. Unless you do a lot of drugs like Hunter S. Thompson, it's hard to pull that off.
You can't pull that off. I think, who
Look at him
pulls
at the
it off?
upper right-hand side. That's a comb over in the beginning. No, above that, to the right with a suit. Look at that.
Oh,
that's where it's first started.
That's the full comb over. Oh my God!
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
that's working it from the back. Like, hey,
and what did he do? Did he try to get plugs or something in the front?
I don't think so.
I don't know what that is.
It's just rocking that full strong comb over.
That is. He had a lot to do with the getting rid of organized crime in New York City.
Yeah.
Like the Mafia, the five families, all that shit was still running pretty rampant throughout the 70s and 80s. As a kid, me and my brother used to laugh our asses off. We'd open the newspaper, and there was like, Johnny the Horse Bugliotti was found dead and stuff. We would laugh our asses off at the names.
Yeah.
Like, just those mob names. It's hilarious. And that scene in Goodfellas at the beginning when they're just going through and, the nose and Killer and this guy, and they all have those fucking names that are hilarious. And, Giuliani was a big part of that. I'm surprised they didn't kill him. Like, he was absolutely responsible. He kept going after them and kept putting them away with the new RICO statutes that they had, and locked up a lot of mobsters, man. So,
well, another problem with the mobsters is they started ratting on each other.
Yeah.
As soon as you start ratting on each other, all your mystique is gone. Your whole legend is gone. The whole thing is that you guys have omerta. You keep your fucking mouth shut. You do your time like a man.
Right.
And then you get out and you're a hero. And this whole thing keeps going. This thing of ours keeps going.
This thing of ours.
But those fucking pussies didn't want to go to jail.
Isn't that something? Like, the old school guys would be offered, you could walk.
Yep.
Or you could get a really easy sentence. Just talk. Oh, fuck your mother.
Yeah.
And then, they reach the point where it's like, I'm not built for prison. No.
But when they would put him in prison, though, it was like in Goodfellas.
Right.
They would be able to cook, and they paid the guards off.
Yeah.
They had a sweet setup. The internet ruined all that, too.
Yeah.
The internet. Well, it was probably all dead before the internet, but like Sammy the Bull Gravano, he was free. Like, he did his time, the minimum amount of time. He killed at least 10 people.
Murdered people.
Yeah. And he confessed to them. Talked about the murders that he did and how he did them.
He wanted Gotti so bad. They wanted Gotti so bad.
I mean, Sammy the Bull Gravano was a fucking straight-up psychopath.
Yeah.
It's total serial killer.
Yeah.
And they let him walk, and then he got arrested eventually for selling ecstasy in Phoenix. He moved to Phoenix after that.
Yeah. And then he
was running shit down there.
And how did he just not get whacked out? Like, what?
Because the mob was gone.
They all were gone, and no one cared.
Dissipated. It had all crumbled.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Just like, poof, went away.
Well, the thing, like, Gotti was the first one that was, like, real flashy in public about it all.
Yeah, they
Whereas,
didn't like that.
Vincent the Chin always used to walk around like a crazy person in the bathrobe, pretend he was nuts. But he would give people directions while he was doing that, but he felt like everything was being bugged. So what they would do is they'd bug cars along his walking route so they could record him.
That is hilarious.
They knew what he was doing.
Jesus. There's always a way.
Yeah.
There's always a way to get you. Yeah, the mystique was gone, though. Yeah.
It wasn't really... Like, the Russians still have the mystique. Russian mobsters...
They are brutal, too.
They're the scary ones.
Like, they are the scary ones.
Yeah,
there's
the scary ones now.
a worse mob. Because regardless of what it turned into, there was a time where the Italian mob did have a line. Like, you didn't cross. Family, things like that. But the Russians, oh my God, will they fuck up an entire family? The dog, everything gets killed in the worst way. Yeah, they're scary, scary motherfuckers. I had an experience out. It was Broadway, I guess, and they have those pedal cabs that go around, and they're all Russian dudes, big fucking legs on them. They pedal around, and I was looking for a cab, a real cab, to take me downtown. I wasn't going to ride 15 blocks in a tricycle with Yuri pedaling in front of me. So this guy passed by once and said, "Do you need the cab?" I was like, "No, I'm good, thanks." Comes around again. I'm still waiting for a cab, and he goes, "Cab?" I was like, "I'm not gonna have you pedal me 15 fucking blocks. No, move." And you could yell at a cab driver in New York. They'll yell out your window and stuff. They rarely will get out of their car. They know, you got the medallion right there. You could just call the number and say you were being harassed by a cab driver. So they won't do anything. This guy gets off his fucking bike. "You have a fucking problem? You have a fucking problem?" What? And I was just like, oh shit, it's going down. Like this guy means business. And of course I'm like, no, all good, all good. I thank you. I don't need a cab. "You're right, motherfucker." And that was it. But you don't fuck with Russians.
No, they're not regular white people.
No, they're not.